Even more music variety. TJS and RTM plays the biggest music variety of all time. Visit radiotimemachine.co.uk and tjsfm.co.uk.
Welcome about the show. This is the Halloween special. We've got some spooky, chooky, wookie, hooky songs for you tonight. This is TJS, RTM and Ultra, and we're going to play the first one, which is one you'll know. See if you can guess it.
They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together ooky, the Addams Family. Their house is a museum, when people come to see them, they really are a scream, the Addams Family.
Neat, sweet, petite.
So get a witch's shawl on, a broomstick you can crawl on. We're gonna pay a call on the Addams Family.
TJS, RTM and Ultra.
Lurking in the dark, under the moonlight, you see a sight that almost stops your heart. You try to scream, but terror takes the sound before you make it.
close at hand, creatures crawl in search of blood to terrorize your neighborhood. And whosoever shall be found without the soul for getting down must stand and face the hounds of hell and rot inside a corpse's shell.
I'm gonna bring it tonight.
Stench is in the air, the funk of 40,000 years, and grisly ghouls from every tomb are closing in to seal your doom. And though you fight to stay alive, your body starts to shiver, for no mere mortal can resist the evil of the thriller.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
But the party was nice, the party was pumping.
Hey, yeah.
And everybody having a ball.
Hey, hey.
Until the fellas started name calling. And the girls respond to the call. I hear a woman shout out.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
I see the young people had a ball, cause Billy Fountains get out. Get back, Gruffy, that's Gruffy. Get back, you flea infested mongrel. Gonna tell myself I'm man, no get angry.
Hey, yeah.
280 cars calling them K9. Hey, but they tell me, hey man, start up the party. You put a woman in front and a man behind. I heard a woman shout out.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Say, a doggy is nothing if he don't have a bone.
Oh doggy, hold your bone. Oh doggy, hold it.
A doggy is nothing if he don't have a bone.
Oh doggy, hold your bone. Oh doggy, hold it. Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
I see the young people had a ball, cause Billy Fountains get out. Get back, Gruffy, that's Gruffy. Get back, you flea infested mongrel.
Well, if I am a dog, the party is on. I gotta get my groove on, got my mind, I'm gone. Do you see the rays coming from my eye? Walking through the prison, Digimon is breaking them down. Me and my white talk, short, dealing, gassy color. Any caliber do, I think I knew that's why they call me Pitbull. Cause I'm the man of the land, when they see me, they say, ooh. Who let the dogs out? 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 Who let the dogs out?
TJS, RTM and Ultra.
You better who let the dogs out here on Radio Time Machine, TGS and Ultra FM. This is a Halloween party, or you can hear how jolly it is, you know. But we're going to play all the kind of party type tunes. We've got Monster Mash, Agadoo, Witch Doctor, Star Trekking, that's kind of okay. Chicken Song and loads of other ones right all the way down to Monster Mash. And even a wee song at the end of Monsters just to finish. So we'll get the next one on. This is Saturday night on a Saturday night and a Thursday night here on all these stations.
TJS, RTM and Ultra. Tommy on TJS.
Saturday night, I feel the air is getting hot. Like you, baby, I'll make you mine. You know I'll take you to the top. I'll drive you crazy. Saturday night dance, I like the way you move. Pretty baby, it's party time and not 1 minute we can lose. Be my baby. Da-ba-da-dum, dee-dee-da-dee-da-da-da. Be my baby. Da-ba-da-dum, dee-dee-da-dee-da-da-da. Pretty baby. Saturday night, I feel the air is getting hot. Like you, baby, I'll make you mine. You know I'll take you to the top. I'll drive you crazy. Saturday night dance, I like the way you move. Pretty baby, it's party time and not 1 minute we can lose. Be my baby. Saturday night dance, I like the way you move. Pretty baby, it's party time and not 1 minute we can lose. Be my baby. When I dance, they call me Macarena, and the boys they say que soy buena. They all want me, they can't have me, so they all come and dance beside me. Move with me, chant with me, and if you're good, I'll take you home with me. Move with me, chant with me, and if you're good, I'll take you home with me.
Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Bala tu cuerpo, alegría Macarena, Macarena.
Now don't you worry about my boyfriend, the boy whose name is Vitorino. I don't want him, couldn't stand him, he was no good so I Now, come on, what was I supposed to do? He was out of town, and his two friends were so fine.
Bala tu cuerpo, alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Bala tu cuerpo, alegría Macarena, Macarena. Bala tu cuerpo, alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Bala tu cuerpo, alegría Macarena, Macarena. Bala tu cuerpo, alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Bala tu cuerpo, alegría Macarena, Macarena. Bala tu cuerpo, alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Bala tu cuerpo, alegría Macarena, Macarena.
Come and find me, my name is Macarena. Always at the party con las chicas que están buenas. Come join me, dance with me, and all you fellas chat along with me.
Bala tu cuerpo, alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Bala tu cuerpo, alegría Macarena, Macarena. Bala tu cuerpo, alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Bala tu cuerpo, alegría Macarena, Macarena. Bala tu cuerpo, alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Bala tu cuerpo, alegría Macarena, Macarena. Bala tu cuerpo, alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Bala tu cuerpo, alegría Macarena, Macarena. Bala tu cuerpo, alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Bala tu cuerpo, alegría Macarena, Macarena.
TJS, RTM, and Ultra.
sugar. Oh, honey, honey, you are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you. Honey, oh, sugar, sugar, you are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you. I just can't believe the loveliness of loving you. I just can't believe it's true. I just can't believe the wonder of this feeling too. I just can't believe it's true. Ah, sugar. Oh, honey, honey, you are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you. Oh, honey, oh, sugar, sugar, you are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you. When I kissed you, girl, I knew how sweet a kiss could be. I know how sweet a kiss can be. Like the summer sunshine, pour your sweetness over me. Pour your sweetness over me. Oh, sugar, sugar on me, honey. Pour little sugar on me, baby.
Life's so sweet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Pour little sugar on me. Oh, yeah. Pour little sugar on me, honey. Pour little sugar on me, baby.
Make life so sweet.
Yeah, pour little sugar on me, honey. Ah, sugar. Honey, honey. You are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you. Oh, honey, honey, sugar, 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 honey, sugar, you are my candy girl.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise,
He did the mash,
he did the monster mash.
the monster mash.
It was a graveyard
He
smash.
did the mash,
It caught on in a flash.
he did the mash.
He did the monster mash. From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast, the ghouls all came from their humble abode to get a jolt from my electrode.
They did the mash,
They did the monster mash.
the monster mash.
It was a graveyard
They
smash.
did the mash,
It caught on in a flash.
they did the mash.
They did the monster mash. The zombies were having fun.
In a shoe
The party had just begun.
in a shoe
The guests included Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. The scene was rocking, all were digging the sounds. Igor on chains, backed by his baying hounds. The coffin bangers were about to arrive with their vocal group, the Crypt Kicker Five.
Played the mash,
They played the monster mash.
the monster mash.
It was a graveyard
They
smash.
played the mash,
It caught on in a flash.
they played the mash.
They played the monster mash. Out from his coffin, Drac's voice did ring. Seemed he was troubled by just one thing. Opened the lid and shook his fist and said, "Whatever happened to my Transylvania twist?"
It's now the mash,
It's now the monster mash,
the monster mash.
and it's a graveyard
It's
smash.
now the mash,
It's caught on in a flash.
it's now the mash.
It's now the Monster Mash. Now everything's cool, Drax a part of the band, and my Monster Mash is the hit of the land. For you, the living, this mash was meant to. When you get to my door, tell them Boris sent you.
Then you can mash.
Then you can Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash.
And do my graveyard smash.
Then you can mash.
You'll catch on in a flash.
Then you can mash.
Then you can Monster Mash. Mash. Igor, you impetuous young boy. Mash good.
Monster Mash. Monster Mash.
This is Captain Tobias welcoming you aboard Coconut Airways Flight 3722 Bridgetown, Barbados. We will be flying at an height of 32,000 feet and at an airspeed of approximately 600 miles per hour. Refreshment will be served after takeoff. Kindly fasten your safety belts and refrain from smoking until the aircraft is airborne.
Whoa, I'm going to Barbados. Sunny Caribbean Sea. I don't wanna be bus driver all my life. Seen too much of Brixton town in the night. Fly away on Coconut Airways. Fly me high, Barbados sky. I look up at the sky and I see the clouds. I look down at the ground and I see the rain. Fly away on Coconut Airways. Fly me high, Barbados sky. Whoa, I'm going to Barbados. Whoa, back to the palm trees. Whoa, I'm going to see my girlfriend. Whoa, in the sunny Caribbean Sea.
Bridgetown, Barbados. The weather is fine with a maximum temperature of 90 degrees Fahrenheit. The sky is blue and the palm trees are really cool. Captain Wilcox and his crew hope you have had a pleasant flight and that you will fly Coconut Airways again.
Whoa, I'm going to Barbados. Whoa, back to the palm trees. Whoa, I'm going to see my girlfriend. Sunny Caribbean Sea.
Bridgetown traffic control from Papa India to receive a tour requesting commercial approach on ILS. Papa India 37 from Bridgetown traffic control. Cleared for ILS approach. Proceed at flight level 30. The aircraft is 10 miles from threshold approach. Contact road control on 17.
Tree. I could do, push pineapple, grind coffee. To the left, to the right, jump up and down and to the knees. Come and dance every night, sing with a hula melody. I met a hula mistress somewhere in Waikiki. Well, she was selling pineapple, playing ukulele. And when I went to the girl, come on and teach me to sway, she laughed and whispered to me, yes, come tonight to the bay. The lovely beach and the sky, the moon of Kauai, around Calypso Sarong. Well, the knees. Come and dance every night, sing with a hula melody. Lovely beach in the sky, the moon of Kauai, around Calypso Sarong, we'll all be singing the song. I got two push pineapple, shake the tree. I got two push pineapple, grind coffee. To the left, to the right, jump up and down and to the knees. Come and dance every night, sing with a hula melody. I got two push pineapple, shake the tree. I got two push pineapple, grind coffee. To the left, to the right, jump up and down and to the knees. Come and dance every night, sing with a hula melody.
Hey, witch doctor, give us the magic words.
You go ooh ee, ooh ah ah, ting tang, walla walla bing bang.
Alright! Ooh ee, ooh ah ah, ting tang, walla walla bing bang. Ooh ee, ooh ah ah, ting tang, walla walla bang bang. Ooh ee, ooh ah ah, ting tang, walla walla bing bang. Ooh ee, ooh ah ah, ting tang, walla walla bang bang.
Do 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 do.
I told the witch doctor I was in love with you. I told the witch doctor I was in love with you. And then the witch doctor, he told me what to do. He told me, ting tang, walla walla bang bang. 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 I told the witch doctor you didn't love me true. I told the witch doctor you didn't love me nice. And then the witch doctor, he gave me this
sexy for my love. Love's going to leave me.
DJS, RTM, and Ultra.
It hurts, and I'm too sexy for Milan, too sexy for Milan, New York and Japan. And I'm too sexy for your party, too sexy for your party, the way I'm disco dancing. I'm a model, you know what I mean, and I do my little turn on the catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk. On the catwalk. Yeah, I do my little turn on the catwalk. Sexy by far, and I'm too sexy for my hat, too sexy for my hat. What you think about that? I'm a model, you know what I mean, and I do my little turn on the catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk, on the catwalk. Yeah, I shake my little tush on the catwalk. My little turn on the catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk. Yeah, I shake my little tush on the catwalk. I'm too sexy for my cat, too sexy for my cat. Poor pussy cat. I'm too sexy for my love, too sexy for my love. Love's going to leave me, and I'm too sexy for this song.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning.
Radio Time Machine.
It was a little bit frightening, but they fought with expert timing. There were funky Chinamen from funky Chinatown. They were chopping them up, they were chopping them down. It's an ancient Chinese art, and everybody knew their part. From a fainting to a slip, and a kicking from the hip. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening. Yeah, but they fought with expert timing. There was funky Billy Chin and little Sammy Chung. He said, "Here comes the big boss. Let's get it on." We took a bow and made a stand. Started swaying with the hand. A sudden motion made me skip. Now we're into a brand new trip. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening, but they did it with expert timing. Oh yeah.
It's worse than that. He's dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. It's worse than that. He's dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. Dead.
It's life, Jim, but not as we know it. Not as we know it. Not as we know it. It's life, Jim, but not as we know it. Not as we know it. Captain.
There's Klingons on the starboard bow, starboard bow, starboard bow. There's Klingons on the starboard bow, Jim.
Starship Captain James T.
We come in peace, shoot to kill, shoot to kill, shoot to kill. We come in peace, shoot to kill, man.
It's worse than that. He's dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. It's worse than that. He's dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. Dead.
Well, it's life, Jim, but not as we know it. Not as we know it. Not as we know it. It's life, Jim, but not as we know it. Not as we know it. Captain.
There's Klingons on the starboard bow, starboard bow, starboard bow. There's Klingons on the starboard bow. Scrape them off, Jim.
Star trekking across the universe.
On the Starship Enterprise under Captain Kirk.
Star trekking across the universe.
Slowly going forward and things are getting worse.
It's just that.
You cannot change the laws of physics. Laws of physics. Laws of physics. You cannot change the laws of physics. Laws of physics, Jim.
We come in peace, shoot to kill, shoot to kill, shoot to kill. We come in peace, shoot to kill. Scotty, beam me up.
It's worse than that. He's dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. It's worse than that. He's dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. Dead.
Well, it's life, Jim, but not as we know it. Not as we know it. Not as we know it. It's life, Jim, but not as we know it. Not as we know it, Captain.
There's Klingons on the starboard bow, starboard bow, starboard bow. There's Klingons on the starboard bow, starboard bow.
You cannot change the script, Jim. Up to you, Jimmy.
It's worse than that. It's physics, Jim.
Bridge to engine room, warp factor 9.
If I give it any more, she'll blow.
It's the time of year, now that spring is in the air, when those two wet gits with their girly curly hair make another song for moronic holidays that nauseate, eight in a million different ways. From the shores of Spain to the coast of southern France, no matter where you hide, you just can't escape this dance. Hold a chicken in the air, stick a deck chair up your nose, buy a jumbo jet, and then bury all your clothes. Paint your left knee green, then extract your wisdom teeth, form a string quartet, and pretend your name is Keith. Skin yourself alive, learn to speak Arapaho, climb inside a dog, and behead an Eskimo. Eat a Renault 4, wear salami in your ears, casserole your grand, disembowel yourself with spears. The disco is vibrating, the sound is loud and grating, it's truly nauseating, let's do the dance again. Hold a chicken in the air, stick a deck chair up your nose.
Yes, you'll hear this doggone show in the holiday disco.
And there's no escape in the club or in the bar.
Hear this song if you holiday in Mars.
Skin yourself alive.
Learn to speak Arapaho, climb inside a dog, and be at an Eskimo.
And you hate it words, your brain will spring and leak, and when you heat this up, you'll be humming it for me.
Stick a deck chair up your nose, buy a jumbo jet, bury all your clothes, and then extract your wisdom teeth.
Alright, Melina, my kind of town.
Hello, Giuseppe. I got something special for you. Ready? Uno, due, tre, quattro. When I was a boy, just about the 8th grade, Mama used to say, don't stay out late with the bad boys. Always shoot the pool. Giuseppe going to flunk a school. all the thing I gotta do. I can't get no kicks, I always got to follow rules. Boy, it making me sick just to make the lousy bucks. Got to feel like a fool. And the mama used to say all the time, what's the matter you? Hey, gotta no respect. What do you think you do? Why you look so sad? It's not so bad. It's a nicer place. Ah, shut up your face. That's my mom, I can remember. Big accordion solo. Play that thing. Really nice, really nice. But soon there come a day, gonna be a bigger star. Then they make a TV shows and the movies. Get myself a new car, but still I be myself. I don't want it to change a thing. Still a dance and a sing. I think about the mama, she used to say, what's the matter you? Hey, God, no respect. What do you think you do? Why you look so sad? It's not so bad. It's a nicer place. Ah, shut up your face. Mama, she said it all of the time. What's the matter you? Hey, God, no respect. What do you think you do? Why you look so sad? It's not so bad. It's a nicer place. Ah, shut up your face. That's my mom. Hello everybody. That's out there on the radio and the TV land. Did you know I had the big hit the song in Italy with this? Shut up your face. I sing this song, all of my fans applaud, they clap their hands. That's making me feel so good. You ought to learn this song, it's real simple. See, I sing, what's the matter you? You sing, hey! Then I sing the rest. And then at the end, we can all sing, ah, shut up your face. Okay, let's try it, really. Uno, due, tre, what's the matter you? Hey! God, no respect. Hey! What do you think you do? Hey! Why you look so sad? Hey! It's not so bad. Hey! It's a nicer place. Ah, shut up your face. That's great. We're gonna do the better this time. I bet. Hey, what's the matter you? Hey! God, no respect. Hey! What do you think you do? Hey! Why you look so sad? Hey! It's not so bad. Hey! It's a nicer place. Ah, shut up your face. Okay, one time for mama, everybody. What's the matter you? Hey! God, no respect. Hey! What do you think you do? Hey! Why you look so sad? Hey! It's not so bad. Hey! It's a nicer place. Ah, shut up your face.
I drove my tractor through your haystack last night. I threw me pitchfork at your dog to keep quiet. Now something's telling me that you've avoided me. Come on now, darling, you got something I need. 'Cause I got a brand new combine harvester and I'll give you the key. Come on now, let's get together in perfect harmony. I got 20 acres and you've got 43. Now I got a brand new combine harvester and I'll give you the key. She made I laugh. I'll stick by you, I'll give you all that you need. We'll have twins and triplets, I'm a man built for speed. And you know I'll love you, darling, so give me your hand. The thing I want the most is all the acres of land. 'Cause I got a brand new combine harvester and I'll give you the key. Come on now, let's get together in perfect harmony. I got 20 acres and you've got 43. Now I got a brand new combine harvester and I'll give you the key. Oh, she's alive but a stuff and all. For 7 long years I've been alone in this place. Ain't sleep in the kitchen, it's a proper disgrace. Now if I cleaned it up, would you change your mind? I'll give up drinking Strumpy and that larder and lime. 'Cause I got a brand new combine harvester and I'll give you the key. Come on now, let's get together in perfect harmony. I got 20 acres and you've got 43. Now I got a brand new combine harvester and I'll give you the key. Who loves you, baby? Ha! When we grand couple at that last Wurzel dance, I wore brand new gaiters and me corduroy pants. In your new Sunday dress, with your perfume smelling grand. We had our photos took in a sold in end. Now I got a brand new combine harvester and I'll give you the key. Now that we both past our 50s, I think that you and me should stop this gallivanting, and will you marry me? 'Cause I got a brand new combine harvester and I'll give you the key. You're a fine looking woman and I can't wait to get my hands on your land.
You could hear the hoofbeats pound as they raced across the ground, and the clatter of the wheels as they spun round and round. And he galloped into Market Street, his badge upon his chest. His name was Ernie, and he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. Now Ernie loved a widow, a lady known as Sue. She lived all alone in Lily Lane at number 22. They said she was too good for him, she was haughty, proud and chic. But Ernie got his cocoa there 3 times every week. They called him Ernie. And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. She said she'd like to bathe in milk. He said, all right, sweetheart. And when he'd finished work one night, he loaded up the cart. He said, you want it pasteurised, 'cause pasteurised is best. She says, Ernie, I'll be happy if it comes up to me chest. That tickled old Ernie. And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. Now Ernie had a rival, an evil-looking man called Two-Ton Ted from Teddington, and he drove the baker's van. He tempted her with his treacle tarts and his tasty oatmeal bread, and when she seen the size of his hot meat pies, it very near turned her head. She nearly swooned at his macaroon, and he said, now if you treat me right, you'll have hot rolls every morning and crumpets every night. He knew once she sampled his layer cake, he'd have his wicked way, and all Ernie had to offer was a pint of milk a day. Poor Ernie. And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. One lunchtime, Ted saw Ernie's awesome cart outside her door. It drove him mad to find it was still there at 4:30. And as he leapt down from his van, off blood to his veins did course, and he went across to Ernie's cart and he didn't half kick his horse, whose name was Trigger. And he pulled the fastest milk cart in the West. Now Ernie rushed out into the street, his gold top in his hand. He said, if you want to marry Susie, you fight for her like a man. Oh, why don't we play cards for her, he sneeringly replied. And just to make it interesting, we'll have a shilling on the side. Now Ernie dragged him from his van, and beneath the blazing sun, they stood there face to face, and Ted went for his bun. But Ernie was too quick, things didn't go the way Ted planned, and a strawberry-flavoured yoghurt sent it spinning from his hand. Now Susie ran between them and tried to keep them apart, and Ernie pushed her aside and a rock cake caught him under his heart. And he looked up in pained surprise, and the concrete hardened crust of a stale pork pie caught him in the eye, and Ernie bit the dust. Poor Ernie. And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. Ernie was only 52. He didn't want to die. But now he's gone to make deliveries in that milk round in the sky, where the customers are angels and ferocious dogs are banned, and a milkman's life is full of fun in that fairy dairy land. But a woman's needs are manifold, and Sue, she married Ted. But strange things happened on their wedding night as they lay in their bed. Was that the trees a-rustling, or the hinges of the gate, or Ernie's ghostly gold tops a-rattling in their crate? They won't forget Ernie. And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West.
I saw the thing coming out of the sky. It had a one long horn and one big eye. I commenced to shaking and I said, ooh-wee, it looks like a purple people eater to me. It was a one-eyed, one-horn flying purple people eater.
One-eyed, one-horn flying purple people eater.
A one-eyed, one-horn flying purple people eater sure looks strange to me.
One-eyed?
Well, he came down to earth and he lit in a tree. I said, Mr. Purple People Eater, don't eat me. I heard him say in a voice so gruff,
I wouldn't eat you 'cause you're so tough.
it was a one-eyed, one-horn flying purple people eater.
One-eyed, one-horn flying purple people eater.
One-eyed, one-horn flying purple people eater sure looks strange to me.
One-horn?
I said, Mr. Purple People Eater, what's your line? He said, eating purple people and it sure is fine. But that's not the reason that I came to land.
I want to get a job in a rock and roll band.
Well, bless my soul, rock and roll, flying purple people eater, pigeon-toed, undergrowth, flying purple people eater.
We wear short shorts.
Friendly little people eater, what a sight to see. And then he swung from the tree and he lit on the ground and he started to rock, really rocking around. It was a crazy ditty with a swinging tune.
Sing a bop bop a boop a lap a loom bam boom.
Well, bless my soul, rock and roll, flying purple people eater, pigeon-toed, undergrowth, flying purple people eater.
I like short shorts.
Flying purple people eater, what a sight to see.
Purple people.
Well, he went on his way and then what do you know? I saw him last night on a TV show. He was blowing it out, really knocking him dead, playing rock and roll music through the horn in his head.
Tequila.
We'll drink a drink to Lily the pink, the pink, the pink, the savior of the human race. For she invented medicinal compound, most efficacious in every case.
Mr. Frears had sticky out ears, and it made him awful shy, and so they gave him medicinal compound. Now he's learning how to fly. Robert Tony was known to be bony. He would never eat his meal, and so they gave him medicinal compound. Now they move him round on wheels.
We'll drink a drink to Lily the pink, the pink, the pink, the savior of the human race. For she invented medicinal compound, most efficacious in every case.
Old Ebenezer thought he was Julius Caesar, and so they put him in a home where they gave him medicinal compound, and now he's Emperor of Rome.
Johnny Hammer had a terrible sister's hammer. He could hardly say a word, and so they gave him medicinal compound. Now see, never heard.
We'll drink a drink to Lily the pink, the pink, the pink, the savior of the human race. For she invented medicinal compound, most efficacious in every case.
Auntie Millie ran willy-nilly when her legs they did recede, and so they rubbed on medicinal compound. Now they call her Millie B.
Jennifer Eccles had terrible freckles, and the boys all called her names. But she changed with medicinal compound. Now he joins in all the game.
Drink a Lily the pink, the pink, the pink, the savior of the human race. For she invented medicinal compound, most efficacious in every case.
Lily the
piccalilli died.
Up to heaven the soul ascended. All the church bells they did ring. She took with her medicinal compound to walk the herald angels
the savior of the human race. For she invented medicinal compound, most efficacious in every
He gives us one more to do. In that case, we got to do our alma mater. We must do our alma mater. When I was a little bitty boy, my grandmother bought me a cute little toy. Silver bells hanging on a string. She told me it was my ding-a-ling-a-ling-o. Beautiful, beautiful. And then Mama took me to grammar school, but I stopped off in the vestibule. Every time that bell would ring, catch me playing with my ding-a-ling-a-ling-o. That is beautiful. You know what I heard? I hear two girls over here singing in harmony. That's all right, honey. This is a free country. Live like you want to live, baby. Yeah. Ain't nobody gonna knock it, darling. Yeah, freedom. Yes, sir. There's one guy right over here singing mine, too. That's all right, brother. Yes, sir. You got it right, baby. Ain't nobody gonna bother you. Tell you. Once I was climbing the garden wall, I slipped and had a terrible fall. I fell so hard I heard bells ring, but held on to my ding-a-ling. You know that's future Parliament out there singing? Oh yeah! Once I was swimming across Turtle Creek. Man, them snappers all around my feet. Sure was hard swimming across that thing with both hands holding my thing. That's so beautiful. I think it's a beautiful little song. Really, I do. And guess what? Everybody's still not singing. There's a few right down front here that's not singing. We're going to dedicate this verse to those who will not sing. Yes, sir. This here song, it ain't so sad. The cutest little song you ever had. Those of you who will not sing, you must be playing with your own ding-a-ling. Oh, yo, ding-a-ling, yo, ding-a-ling. playing with you. Oh, my ding-a-ling. Everybody sing. I want to play with my day. Everybody mine. Oh, my. Slow down. I wanna play, everybody, with my ding-a-ling.
One thing is certain, we'll never give in.
the lab late one night.
TJS, RTM and Ultra.
An eerie sight, for my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise,
He did the mash.
he did the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It was a graveyard
He
smash.
did the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
He did the mash.
He did the monster mash. From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast, the ghouls all came from their humble abode to get a jolt from my electrode.
They did the mash.
They did the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It was a graveyard
They
smash.
did the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
They did the mash.
They did the monster mash. The zombies were having fun.
In a shoot
The party had just begun.
In a shoot
The guests included Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. The scene was rocking, all were digging the sounds. Igor on chains, backed by his baying hounds. The coffin bangers were about to arrive with their vocal group, the Crypt Kicker Five.
They played the mash.
They played the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It was a graveyard
They
smash.
played the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
They played the mash.
They played the monster mash. Out from his coffin, Drac's voice did ring. Seemed he was troubled by just one thing. Opened the lid and shook his fist and said, "Whatever happened to my Transylvania twist?"
It's now the mash.
It's now the monster
The
mash.
monster mash.
And it's a graveyard
It's
smash.
now the mash.
It's caught on in a flash.
It's now the mash.
It's now the monster mash. Now everything's cool, Drac's a part of the band, and my monster mash is the hit of the land. For you, the living, this mash was meant to. When you get to my door, tell them Boris sent you.
Alright, that's the show. Thanks very much for listening. Happy Halloween, everybody, and have a great night. Keep out of trouble now, and trick or treat and all that stuff. That's all Halloween, Michael.